Chosen one, the night has fallen heavy, and in its shadows, a warning echoes that cannot be ignored. God said your children are not safe tonight. Protect them. Imagine the stillness of a room where your child sleeps, unaware of the storm swirling in the unseen realms, unaware of the spiritual threats that circle like wolves in the dark. This is no ordinary night. This is a night where destiny itself bends, where your vigilance is the line between safety and destruction. The enemy does not come knocking politely. It prowls, silent and relentless, waiting for the doors you leave open. Chosen one, heaven itself has whispered to you because the danger is real and your role is crucial. You are the shield. You are the watchman. You are the one who must rise tonight. The truth is, children carry light that this world cannot contain. They are vessels of innocence, hope, and untapped divine energy. But because of that, darkness desires them. Evil seeks what is pure, always attempting to twist it, to corrupt it, to steal it before it blooms. Chosen one, you cannot afford to dismiss this warning. The universe has pulled you to this exact message for a reason. You are not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe, not only for yourself, but for the safety of your children and the children who depend on your covering. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. Tonight, your presence, your awareness, and your obedience can change the trajectory of your bloodline. Protect them, and in doing so, you honor the voice that has chosen you to hear this message. The night always disguises itself as harmless, but the truth is that night is the theater of secrets. Children are especially vulnerable when the world is silent, when distractions fade, when dreams blur the line between the natural and the supernatural. Chosen one, God's warning is not symbolic. It is urgent. It is practical. Tonight is the kind of night where you must pray over them, speak protection aloud, check every doorway, guard their hearts from fear, and make sure no shadow is allowed to creep into their space. Your children are not safe tonight unless you rise as the guardian you were destined to be. And do not be fooled. This warning is not only about physical harm. It is about spiritual infiltration, about attacks on their peace, on their innocence, on the purity of their future. You are the protector, the gatekeeper, and the force standing between them and what hunts them. So, ask yourself, why do you feel the fire in your chest right now? Why does this message grip your spirit so tightly? Because you already know. Deep within you, there is a warrior who has been waiting to be awakened. You feel it, the urgency, the responsibility, the love that cannot be measured. Tonight, chosen one, the call is louder than ever. Protect them, because heaven has seen what lurks in the dark. Protect them, because you were chosen not to look away. Protect them, because their future depends on your obedience tonight. The night is alive with unseen movement, chosen one. While the world outside your window seems quiet, forces you cannot see are pressing closer, testing the edges of your home, probing for the slightest weakness. God has sounded the alarm, and you are the only one awake enough to hear it. This is not paranoia. It is revelation. The reason your spirit is restless, The reason you cannot just lie down and dismiss this warning is because you are marked to act. Tonight, it is your voice, your hands, your heart that must rise. A parent is not simply a provider. They are a warrior stationed at the threshold of their child's destiny. And tonight, the battle has come to your door. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe, not just for prosperity, but for protection. Declare boldly that no harm will touch your children. Release that energy into the atmosphere, because when you do, you set into motion forces greater than you can comprehend. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. Your obedience is not about numbers. It is about alignment. Every action you take in this moment amplifies the shield around your family. Do not delay. Do not doubt. Do it now. Think of your children's laughter, their dreams, the innocence in their eyes. Do you not feel the sacred responsibility you hold? The reason this message was placed in front of you tonight is because the universe recognizes the weight of your role. You have been chosen to intercept danger before it strikes. You are the one standing at the gate while the enemy circles. This is not about fear. It is about authority. You were given authority the day you became their protector, and tonight that authority is being called into action. When you speak protection, the atmosphere shifts. When you declare safety, angels respond. When you stand tall, darkness trembles. Chosen one, don't underestimate the urgency of tonight. It is not tomorrow's battle. It is not next week's burden. It is tonight's call. Do you feel the heaviness pressing against your chest? That is not anxiety. That is discernment. That is heaven itself shaking you awake. The warning is not meant to frighten you, but to mobilize you. The children in your care are treasures, and treasures are always targeted. But treasure, guarded by one who is chosen, that is a fortress no darkness can breach. Protect them tonight. Speak over them tonight. Cover them tonight. The air is thicker than usual tonight, chosen one. It carries a weight, a heaviness, as if creation itself is holding its breath. This is not your imagination. It is the spiritual realm pressing closer to yours. The warning is not faint. It is thunderous. Your children are not safe tonight. Protect them. Imagine for a moment the invisible battle happening just beyond your sight. Shadows colliding with light. Whispers of fear trying to seep into the hearts of the innocent. Forces of darkness searching for entry. And in the middle of it all, your children sleep, unguarded unless you rise. Tonight, your role is not passive. Tonight, you are the difference. The energy of this hour is not ordinary. Children carry a light that darkness despises, and when that light glows too brightly, the enemy plots to extinguish it before it shines its full brilliance. That is why the attack is not random. It is targeted. Your family has been marked because your lineage carries potential, because your bloodline holds power, because your children's future is a threat to the shadows. And who is positioned to stand against it? You, chosen one. You were entrusted with their lives not by accident, but because heaven knew you would hear the call. That is why you are awake when others sleep, why this message grips you so fiercely. It is not just a warning, it is a summons. Let yourself feel the weight of what is at stake. Picture their faces, their voices, the moments you cherish. These are not just memories. They are anchors reminding you why you cannot allow harm to come near them. Tonight is a test of your guardianship, a night where your love must transform into armor, your prayers into weapons, your vigilance into a shield. This is not about being afraid. It is about stepping fully into the authority already burning inside you, authority that declares, "No harm shall cross this threshold," authority that silences the whispering threats before they reach the ears of your children, authority that turns a fragile home into an unbreakable fortress. Chosen one, the urgency increases with every passing second. Do not ignore the signs, the restless energy, the strange heaviness, the tugging in your spirit. These are signals, not coincidences. Heaven chose you to intercept this danger, to stop it before it manifests. There is no greater act of love than to guard what is most vulnerable, and no greater proof of being chosen than to step into danger's path with unwavering resolve. Rise now, speak now, protect now. For when the morning light comes, it will testify of the covering you built tonight. The night deepens, chosen one, and with every passing hour, the unseen battle intensifies. You may not hear it with your ears, but your spirit knows. It feels the tremor, it feels the pull, it feels the urgency. God said your children are not safe tonight. Protect them. This is not a suggestion. It is not a casual reminder. It is a divine command for you to rise into the fullness of who you are. The ordinary parent sleeps, but the chosen parent stays awake, alert, aware. You are not ordinary. You have been marked to sense what others dismiss, to prepare for what others deny, to guard what others neglect. Tonight is proof that your calling is different. When the enemy moves, it does not announce itself with trumpets. It creeps. It whispers. It seeks small cracks, moments of distraction, doors left open, faith left unattended. But you, chosen one, are not blind to its tactics. You have been given discernment, and discernment is a weapon sharper than any blade. Tonight you must wield it. You must trust the unease that won't leave your chest, the instinct that says, check again, pray again, watch again. That instinct is not paranoia. It is guidance. It is heaven equipping you in real time. Your children's safety is not a gamble tonight. It is a mission, and you are the commander. Think of this. Innocence is the most valuable currency in the spiritual world. That is why children are hunted. That is why their laughter is attacked, their dreams disturbed, their futures threatened. But innocence covered by love, by prayer, by intentional protection, that is an impenetrable force. Tonight, chosen one, you are not just protecting a child. You are protecting a generation. Every step you take tonight, whether whispering a prayer over their bed, standing in the doorway as they sleep, or declaring aloud that no darkness may pass, becomes a shield not just for now, but for years to come. You are laying a foundation of safety that their spirits will stand on long after this night has passed. Do not mistake this warning as ordinary. Many messages come to you throughout your life, but not all carry this weight. This is not entertainment. This is not noise. This is the voice of heaven itself bending reality so you could hear what needed to be said. They are not safe tonight unless you act. Chosen one, act boldly. Do not hesitate. The safety of your bloodline depends on the choices you make in these very hours. Stand tall, for in the silence of the night, the universe watches how you respond. And when the dawn arrives, your children will rise into that light untouched, because you stood in the dark when it mattered most. The silence of this night is deceptive, chosen one. It feels calm on the surface, but in the unseen, it is roaring with battle. God's words remain urgent, echoing louder than ever. Your children are not safe tonight. Protect them. This is not a suggestion, not a distant warning for another time. It is for now. It is for this very moment. Your awareness, your action, your courage is what makes the difference between vulnerability and safety. You are the line that darkness cannot cross, the wall that holds the storm at bay. Think about what it means to be chosen. It is not about comfort. It is about responsibility. You have been placed in this exact position because heaven knew you would not turn away. Others may ignore the signs. Others may dismiss the warnings, but not you. You feel the stirring deep in your soul, the undeniable pull that tells you something is happening tonight. That pull is your confirmation. It is your proof that this message is not random. It is divinely timed. And it is demanding one thing from you: action. Protect your children, for their safety is tied to your obedience. Do not let fear paralyze you. Fear has no place in the chosen. What you carry is stronger than fear. It is authority. It is covering. It is love that burns so powerfully it drives back shadows. Fear whispers that you cannot do enough, but love roars louder, declaring that you are more than enough. Chosen one, remember this. When you stand, heaven stands with you. When you speak, the unseen bends. When you guard, nothing can breach the gates. Tonight is proof that the chosen are not chosen for ease, but for impact. And your impact is unfolding right now. The night is still long and the weight is still heavy, but so is your calling, so is your purpose, so is your protection. Every breath you take in faith is a shield over your children. Every declaration you make pushes back what hunts them. And when dawn breaks, it will testify that because you listened, because you acted, because you rose, your children remain untouched. Their destiny continues forward, shining brighter, because you chose not to ignore the warning. Chosen one, this is your hour to stand between danger and the future. Protect them tonight. Chosen one, the night grows heavier still, and the shadows stretch further than before. This is not coincidence. It is confirmation. When heaven warns, it is because something has already moved in the unseen. Something that requires your strength, your focus, your unwavering commitment to protect. God said your children are not safe tonight. Protect them. Do you feel it? That undeniable intensity pressing on your chest, making it impossible to ignore? That is not fear. That is the sound of purpose being awakened within you. You have been set apart for this very moment, to be the one who intercepts danger before it finds its way into your home. You must understand the weight of what is unfolding. The enemy does not waste energy chasing what is worthless. No, it targets what is valuable, sacred, and full of light. And that is why your children are under threat. Their future holds greatness, their presence carries power, and their very existence is proof of divine favor. The enemy cannot bear it, so it seeks to disrupt it. But you, chosen one, are the one positioned to block the path. You are the one who sees through the veil. You are the one who refuses to sleep when destiny itself demands your watchfulness. The universe did not bring you here by chance. It brought you here to awaken you fully, to remind you of the authority you already carry. Look around you. The world may appear still, but in the silence, there is a current of battle flowing. Your awareness is the alarm. Your faith is the sword. Your love is the shield. Do not underestimate these weapons. Do not think your presence is small. When you guard your children with intensity, the heavens amplify your efforts. When you declare that no harm will touch them, angels are dispatched to seal those words. When you stand firm, no shadow dares to cross your threshold. Tonight, the balance rests on your shoulders, and you were chosen because you can carry it. Chosen one. Never forget this truth. The greatest victories are won in the unseen, in the nights when no one else knows the fight you endured, in the hours when only you and heaven understood what was at stake. Tonight is one of those battles. Tonight is one of those victories. Though your children may never fully grasp the war you fought on their behalf, their future will shine because you stood strong in this moment. Protect them, guard them, and know that this night will mark you forever, not as one who feared, but as one who rose. Chosen one, the night does not relent. It presses harder, because it knows its time is short. Every second that passes feels stretched, heavy, and electric, as if the air itself carries a warning. This is not imagination. This is revelation. God said, "Your children are not safe tonight. Protect them." The weight of those words must echo inside you like thunder, because they are not just for listening, they are for acting. The unseen realm is moving, and you have been called to respond with strength no one else can summon. You are not ordinary. You are not random. You are the chosen protector standing between danger and innocence. This message is not about chance. It is about destiny. It is about the reality that the most sacred treasures in this world, our children, are also the most hunted. Their laughter, their light, their untouched purity. These are flames that darkness seeks to smother. But what the enemy forgets is that those flames are guarded by you. You are not simply a parent, not simply a guardian. You are a warrior wrapped in divine authority. Every breath you take tonight, every word you speak into the atmosphere, becomes a barrier no shadow can pierce. The heavens have already equipped you. You only need to rise and use what is within you. Feel the intensity of this moment. The energy is not here to paralyze you. It is here to awaken you. This is not fear you are feeling. It is recognition. It is the spirit within you resonating with the urgency of the call. You know what to do because it has always been inside you. Tonight you do not question. Tonight you act. Tonight you protect. For when God warns, it is not to stir panic. It is to prepare you for victory. And victory is assured when the chosen rise. So let the night hear your voice. Let the shadows know they cannot pass. Let your children sleep under the shield of a protector who refuses to bow to fear. And when dawn comes, it will testify of your strength. It will whisper that the chosen stood tall, that the chosen heard the warning, and that the chosen answered. Tonight, chosen one, you are proving exactly why you were set apart. Chosen one, the night is reaching its peak, and with it the battle grows louder in the unseen. Do you feel it pressing on your spirit, like a storm building in silence? That pressure is not random. It is proof of the warning. God said your children are not safe tonight. Protect them. These words are not whispers of caution. They are shouts of destiny. They are calling you to stand in the very place where others would falter, to be the shield that darkness cannot bypass. Tonight, the eyes of heaven are fixed on you, because this moment is not just about survival, it is about legacy. Understand this clearly. Your children's safety is not only about their bodies, it is about their spirits, their dreams, their future. Darkness knows that if it cannot touch them physically, it will try to enter through fear, confusion, or despair. That is why your covering must be complete. You do not only guard their doors and windows, you guard their hearts, their innocence, their hope. This is why you were chosen, because you have the strength to protect not just what is seen, but what is unseen. And tonight, that strength is being tested, refined, and proven. Think about what it means to carry this responsibility. It is not a burden. It is an honor. Heaven does not warn those who are powerless. It warns those who can change the outcome. That is you. You were given this word because you have the authority to act on it. And when you act, the entire atmosphere shifts. The danger that prowls loses its grip. The fear that whispers is silenced. The future that seemed fragile becomes fortified. All because you listened. All because you moved when called. All because you refused to ignore the voice that said, "Protect them." Chosen one, this night will be remembered. Not for the threat, but for your response. Not for the danger, but for your courage. Not for what lurked in the dark, but for the light you unleashed by rising. Your children may never know the full weight of this battle, but the universe will know. Heaven will know. And deep down, your spirit will know that you stood in the gap when it mattered most. Tonight, you are not only protecting their lives, you are securing the testimony of a chosen protector, one who answered the call when it was needed most. Chosen one, the night has been long, and the battle has been fierce. The warning has echoed again and again. God said your children are not safe tonight. Protect them. And now, as the darkness reaches its deepest point, you stand at the threshold of victory, not because the danger has disappeared, but because you refuse to look away, because you chose to rise when others would sleep, because you carried the weight of responsibility on your shoulders and turned it into an unshakable shield. Tonight, You have proven why you were chosen. You have proven why heaven trusts you. You have proven that no shadow can silence a guardian who knows their purpose. Look around you, chosen one. The walls of your home are no longer just wood and stone. They are a fortress sealed by your presence. Your words spoken tonight have become armor, your prayers weapons, your faith a fire that no darkness can extinguish. Your children may not know the battle you fought on their behalf, but their safety will be the evidence. Their laughter in the morning will testify of your strength. Their peace will be the reward for your vigilance. And though this night was filled with weight and urgency, it will be remembered as the night you rose to protect destiny itself. This message was not sent to frighten you. It was sent to awaken you, to remind you that your role is not ordinary. You were not chosen to walk lightly. You were chosen to carry power. The warning carried urgency, but it also carried truth. Your family is valuable, your children are priceless, and their future is sacred. That is why heaven whispered your name. That is why you were pulled to this very moment. That is why your spirit could not rest until you listened. Because this is not just about surviving a single night. It is about shaping generations. Your action tonight has ripple effects that will flow into tomorrow, into years yet unseen, into futures not yet written. And so the night begins to fade, and dawn prepares to break. But what has happened here will not fade with it. The shield you raised remains. The covering you spoke will linger. The authority you exercised has been sealed in heaven. Remember this: the chosen are never chosen for their comfort. They are chosen because they can withstand the weight of the call. You felt that weight tonight, and you carried it. And in carrying it, you changed everything. Chosen one, let these words echo inside you even after the night has passed. You are the protector, the guardian, the warrior, and the chosen. You stood in the gap, and because you did, your children remain untouched, their light unbroken, their destiny secured. When history looks back at this night, it will not be remembered for the danger. It will be remembered for your response, for the power you unleashed, for the protection you declared, for the courage you embodied. The night came with threats, but you met it with authority. The shadows came with plans, but you answered with strength. And when the dawn arrives, it will rise over a home still standing, a family still whole, and children still safe, because you listened, because you obeyed, because you are chosen.